Begin lip session.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Vishawn Jones, visionary of Fedora Outlier LLC. And for the last couple of months, we've been doing a live presentation, which you can find on YouTube. And it's in three sections. This is the last and the third of the section, and it has to do with the Freestyle LibreLink system, which is a awesome way for individuals with diabetes to be able to check their sugar levels using just their iPhone and a sensor that's attached to their arm. And I've answered just about every other question and gotten answers for every other question that has come through. It does not look like it works on the Android platform. It looks like it's iOS only. And I do not know if it works with Apple's Health app. However, I will be giving Freestyle Libre, or Avid, if you will, a call and finding that information out. But what I did want to demonstrate, and I might make a fool of myself because it's actually my first time doing it by myself. I had my daughter to read the instructions, and she's away in college now. For the first two times I applied the sensor, I have the 10-day system. They now have the 14-day system, which means you have to apply the system one time less than what I have to do with a 10-day system, which will allow me to use the sensor one time, or apply the sensor one time over a 10-day period, reapply a new sensor, and for the last 30 days, which is where we're at now, apply the last sensor. So sensors range anywhere, depending on insurance, from $40 a month, which isn't bad, to around $75 a month. And again, that's just depending on your insurance and your Part D for prescriptions, or any insurance that you have. So in the box, and you have to excuse my desk, you get a few things. You get the sensor, which has a needle, which is here. You get the cartridge that shoots the needle into your arm, or the sensor that has a needle, and the needle does not hurt. I can promise you, you can barely even feel it. It feels like a poof of air. You get some instructions, and then you also get a alcohol swab. And so what you want to do is you want to take this alcohol swab, you tear it open just like what you would normally get at like a good seafood restaurant, who wants to make sure that your hands are all clean. You open this up, take the alcohol swab out, and you clean the area where you want to apply the sensor. And I'm going to put it right here on the side of my arm, clean that nice. Oh, I'm sorry, ladies, look here. This buff physique you see here, it's the only time you're going to see this. It's reserved for my wife. I wanted to make sure that I had you know, I didn't have to lift up my sleeve and apply the sensor and all of that great stuff. So the area is clean. If my daughter was here, she would blow on it and make sure it's all dry, but I'll just talk and let it dry out for a bit. Go ahead and put that up there. Bam. All right, so now we're left with two pieces. So you have this air cartridge here. What you want to do is you want to twist it, bam, break the seal, and take it apart. And so we have that, and then you're just left with kind of the little opener here. Let me throw this away, still letting my arm dry. Always be neat and tidy. Bam, place that there. All right, and so now your sensor, that's not the sensor, that's the cap. Your sensor opens up like dipping sauce that you would get with some hot wings. And so you just tear this off here, and it's off. And so now you place this on here. And that puts the sensor on. And now it's there. And then you place it on your arm where you want it. Me, right there. And then you press. And now the sensor is applied. Easy peasy. So I didn't bring my phone upstairs, but now what happens is you take the app, you scan the sensor, and then it begins for the 10-day, it's the 12-hour countdown. So I will not be able to use the system to check my sugar levels for 12 hours. However, the 14-day system, you can do it within an hour. So I highly suggest, if you guys are just getting the system, to make sure that you're being prescribed the 14-day system. For those of us that have the 10, there are some parameters, but you can upgrade for free to the 14-day system. And there are some benefits to that. Number one, being able to check your sugar a lot quicker. And number two, you only have to do this procedure, which is painless and doesn't take a lot of time. 3 times a month. You can do it twice a month. And there you go. All right. So that should answer everything. I got a couple of YouTube, Facebook, email comments to respond to. But I believe between these 3 videos, we got something that answers a lot of people's questions. Of course, I use it. I love it. And when we talk about changing the world, you have to be healthy and here to be able to do so. So say it with me. Let's change the world, and let's change the world together.
End live session.